Hello and welcome to vlog 4. Yes, I've made it to 4 episodes. And today I'm coming to you from a boardroom where I record a lot of webinars. So if you have watched any of my webinars over at WebWash.net, this background will look familiar, and that is because this is where a lot of the magic happens. And by magic, I mean just recording, how to use Display Suite or panels or Drupal search. Anyway, it's magic to me. And just apologies for the sound. A plane may randomly either take off or land right above us, which is very, very annoying because they seem to do this always when I just start recording. But everything's nice and quiet beforehand. Today I want to talk about all the steps I take to produce a blog post on WebWash. Now, over here, I've got my screen here with all the steps and the tasks. So I'm not being rude, I'm just looking at the screen. And in total, it is 25 steps. Yes, 25 steps to produce a tutorial, which has about 1,000 to 2,000 words, depending on the topic, and has a bunch of screenshots and possibly a video as well. So 25 steps. And what I want to do is just take you through all the steps that I do to produce content. So the first, of course, is to write the draft. And for this, I use Google Docs, and then I use Jetpack, which is a plugin for WordPress, which then pushes the Google Doc post, or whatever you call it, into WordPress. So I do all of the draft work in Google Docs, and that means that I can proofread it on the train, on my phone, and have access to it on everything. And then once I'm happy with the draft, I then push it into WordPress. And then I add in images to the blog post in WordPress. And this is screenshots of how to do something in Drupal. And creating these screenshots takes a lot of time because you first have to follow the tutorial, of course, and then you need to add in a few arrows or highlight a few things. There's a bit of post-production, if you would call it that, is required on the images. And then I proofread the draft, because at this point it's in WordPress and the images are there. I can proofread the draft, make sure I'm happy with it, and then it gets sent to the editor. And the editor is just my wife who reads the blog post out loud and then also gives me ideas and tips with certain grammatical things. And then I create 2 extra titles. And so in total, a blog post has 3 titles. The main one, which is used on the site, and then 2 extra ones, which gets added to a few tweets and a few updates in Facebook, just so that statuses don't look the same consistently. Because some people because some people follow me on Twitter as well as WebWash, and I don't think it'll look good having 2 status updates which are identical. So that's why in total every blog post has 3 titles. And then I create a teaser image to go out with the tweet or the update in Facebook. And I've started doing this in the last 12 months. And this video is short. It only goes for 1 minute. And sometimes I record this video purely for Twitter, but often blog posts have videos. So then it's very easy to cut up a video into 1 minute long and then just add that to the tweet. But remember, the whole point is to entice the reader to click through, but make sure you still offer value in that video, teach them something, and then say, if you want to learn more, head over by clicking on the link. The most important thing is to offer value and then get them to click over to learn more. Don't just use that video to spam them and say, hey, check out this awesome tutorial, and that's it, because you've just wasted their bandwidth. And then I use a SaaS application called Canva to produce the feature image and the social image. Canva has a free plan and it's pretty good. It's very easy to edit images, and it is a great piece of software. And then in WordPress, I make sure that the title is correct, make sure that the URL is correct, or the permalink, or whatever you want to call it, the URL slug, or whatever it's called. Then I make sure that a summary has been added for the RSS. I then make sure the feature image has been added. Then I make sure that the social feature image has been added to Yoast SEO, which I use for social stuff and as well as SEO stuff. And then I add in the correct tags and categories, just to make sure everything's categorized nicely. And then I send out an email to all of the WebWash subscribers. So for that, I need to create a draft email, but this email isn't that long. It's just, 100 words. And then I get that proofread quickly and I add in the correct links with the correct UTM tags, just to make sure I can track everything. And then I test out the link. The most important thing is test out the link, because once this email goes out, it's never coming back. So you want to make sure the link is correct. And then I schedule out that email, because I like to send out emails about 2 or 3 in the morning Sydney time, because when Australia is awake, the rest of the world is asleep. And most of my traffic comes from the US, so I like to send out blog posts as well as emails at good times for the people in the US. And then I also put in a feature image. Well, lately I haven't been putting in feature images into emails, just to see if the open rate is a bit better. And then finally, I schedule a post using CoSchedule, which is a publishing calendar or a content calendar SaaS software. And then I use CoSchedule as well to schedule out all the status updates. So in total, that's about 25 steps. And you can see that there's a lot involved. So producing a blog post is more than just writing the content. And then, of course, as time goes on, the tutorial needs to be updated. And then I also use CoSchedule to repost the blog post to all of the social media networks about a month or 2 after as well. So that's it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you have a question or if you have a topic that you want covered in future videos, head over to ivanzuzek.com/ask and I'll be more than happy to answer those questions in future videos. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and I'll catch you next time.